Unrest in the U.S. as tensions between police and protesters escalate. And a grand jury decides not to charge the officers involved in the shooting death of Breonna Taylor in Kentucky. Since the death of George Floyd at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer, calls for defunding and reforming policing have been getting louder. Reforming police organizations is possible, says this criminologist, but the push will need to come from the political arena.
Political actors are the epicenter of change in police service.
Timitapa Oriola points to RCMP Commissioner Brenda Lucki, who first denied there was systemic racism within the RCMP. Hours later, when Prime Minister Justin Trudeau refuted those claims, she walked back her previous statement.
The commissioner realized that she could not maintain her position as RCMP commissioner by being at odds with the official position of the federal government. That is precisely the way change works in police organizations.
So what would police reform look like? Oriola says a lot needs to change, starting with amendments to the Police Act to hold officers accountable for their own actions. He also points to immediate changes, such as carding and changing the recruitment process. But many say police reforms don't go far enough, instead calling for defunding police, removing money from their budgets to fund social service programs.
What the evidence does show is that police officers are ill-equipped to respond to mental health issues. Funding needs to go to those areas. Now, that does not necessarily require taking away funds from the police. It could well mean establishing a unit within each police department, so within the EPS, for instance, that would respond to such calls.
As for police reforms in Canada, Oriola hasn't seen any real changes yet. In Edmonton, Rochelle Sufi, City News.